So, good morning, beautiful team, and welcome to our April 12th.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter, everybody. Hope you're having a good long weekend.
A long weekend?
Long weekend?
Coronation, long coronation.
Yeah. Sorry, just making myself a note here. The only announcement I have, I'm going to keep going with the free group the way it is. I've had a lot of feedback about the word of the day theme, but I also had a couple people ask. So I recently read the book Untamed by Glennon Doyle, and she talks about like our buttons and how we often use like the wrong solution for the button. So the book's upstairs. I should run and get it because it was really cool, the alternative. So I was thinking of doing that as one of the weeks. So if this is the button that's hitting, this is something that you could do instead. And then tomorrow is the kickoff. Well, actually today is the kickoff of the coach info session. So if you have anyone that wants to be in that. And then the only other thing is next Saturday. So April 18th, there will be a virtual Super Saturday for everyone. So I'm guessing, well, information will come out about it this week about where we can access it. My guess would be on the Team TBB Coach 411 page. I don't think they can host a Zoom call for 400,000 coaches. So not that 400,000 would come, but even if there was
25,000
yeah,
summit, right?
I don't know that Zoom has that capacity. So so that's next Saturday, and info will come this week, and that's where they're rolling out BOD groups. So we'll know more about that. Official kickoff of our next 10 rounds group will start on April 20th with a prep week that week, and then we'll start on the 27th. So if you have people looking for 10 rounds, we'll start then with prep week on the 20th and kickoff on the 27th. So other than that, I don't really have any announcements. So I'll just open it up and you guys can unmute yourself. And Sheila, it's nice to have you on. I know you're not on video, but it's nice to see your name here. So hope you're feeling all right today. Who's going? Who's talking?
How's Easter?
Margot, I haven't had a chance to watch your video yet. Sorry.
Yeah, that would have been my question.
You just answered.
I literally have another few hours to redo it if I need to. It's fine. I don't like the one that's on there where I'm holding the camera up high. I'm not sure why I was doing that.
Honestly, nobody's using that one anyway. I'm not sending people to that. So
but the group is open now, so I see it. Like it's like third post.
Because you're in the group, but nobody else can see it unless they're in the group.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the April coach. I thought it was just like a. Oh.
No, that video
weird.
is from, you sent me a picture and it says, what is coaching with the Empower Squad? If you look at the top, that's a different group. That's the one that I did step by step. So it's in unit. Oh. So if people wanted to use it, they could. But nobody's sending anyone there. So I'm not even.
That's weird because it came up. So somebody must have commented on something in there, I guess, or something, because all of a sudden it came up in my notifications.
Oh, so I tried to set it up for the team to use as units.
Okay.
But nobody really took advantage, and I don't send anybody there, so I'm not.
Okay.
Like
okay.
A group to me.
That's fine then, because it was, I just looked at it and I thought, so the latest one I did is kind of like that, but, and I did talk about my dad, but it was before I saw what my topic was. I did the video before I saw what the topic that was, that Christina put on there. So I just want to make sure that it's what you guys wanted me to say. So,
I'll watch it right after the
story is very powerful, so I think you should mention regardless of the theme.
You did talk about it, right?
Yeah, I did put it in there. I basically, Stanley, come here. I basically talked about the reason I started being a coach and that I was a fitness instructor in my 20s. And it's funny, I have two people in the group right now, Nella and Sonia, who were both VPs of Steve Nash Fitness World. So, and they're both in the group. So, and I didn't know at the time. Now I mean, that's great that they're in there, but who knows, you know, you never know what they're going to get out of it or what they're going to be happy, interested in and not interested in. So I'm not going to count my chickens before they're hatched, but they're a good couple of ladies that I've known for years and years and years, ever since I was doing, was a fitness instructor back in my 20s. So it's interesting because in that little video, I say I've loved fitness since my 20s when I worked at Fitness World. So it's kind of cool that they're in there. So anyway, I'm still working on more.
That story is part of your story and your why, so you kind of have to mention.
Yeah, no, I talked about how I started in fitness and how I sort of fell off the fitness whatever regime and then got back on. And it was when my mom and dad were very ill and I had no time, and I had to find time. So the only way I could work out was with home workouts because I could not get to a gym. There was no way, not looking after them. So anyways, it's about that.
No, and I think it's awesome because frequently people don't think about what's going to happen when we are older. I see my grandpa too, after he was in the emergency, what do you call ICU?
Yeah.
He was in the ICU for almost a month last year, and now he doesn't walk anymore. He's alive. Every doctor said that he was going to die, so he actually didn't because he's strong. But now you have to see his arms. It's like, it's just bones and skin. No muscle tone whatsoever. So even like to go on the walker to do this is such an effort. So now he's doing physiotherapy, but I would have never thought about like seeing my if I was not like to see my grandpa like that, because you just like take it for granted that this is gonna keep us strong when we're older. But like, now seeing my grandpa, so your story is so powerful.
Yeah.
Well, and I do mention at the end too, fitness is all fun and games, like, and you do get strong, you do get fit, you fit in your jeans well and all that wonderful stuff. But it is actually, besides all of that, it's imperative to the human body to stay fit. And for that reason alone. So I say that in there too. Anyways, watch.
Yeah, and strong.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was one thing. Another quick question, Tamara, because of the timing of this quarantine that we're all in, I am getting more interest in hearing the coaching opportunity. And I know we're running this thing tomorrow and it's Tuesday, which is great. And I say I've got 3 people in there. Do you think it's possible, or is there a way that if we wanted to, as separate coaches, that, well, I can't really run my own group because I'm not affiliated with so many great coaches like you guys are, but it's almost like I almost want something to be available all the time, not just these 2 days.
I mentioned that though on the last one, where I think you guys should all do your own website. I don't think that coach info sessions are working. Christina's going to have this one full. For some reason, her stuff still works, but I spent probably $250 on an ad yesterday and got 8 forms filled out. So it's been super frustrating for me.
Sorry, is that good or bad?
It's terrible.
I don't, because I've never done it. I don't know.
I used to spend $200 and get 300 forms filled out.
Oh, really?
So I would, not that 300 people would join, but I would easily have 70 people in an info session. Running a Facebook group with 5 people in it it's not fun. There's no point in doing it. So that's why, like, I know Jasmine just finished creating a Thinkific site. I really recommend Thinkific because it's a course that takes them and then you can ask them questions in it that they then reply to, which then you get an email about. You can check their progress as they're working through the site. It's what all of the coaches are using now. They're not using, like, what's her face? The unicorn.
Jamie. Kelsey Hill, the unicorn.
Kelsey Hill, yeah. She's the one who talked about it on her last team using Thinkific. So I actually put all of the videos in, just wait, a Google Drive, the ones that I had access to. I just want to make sure that I put them in because I wasn't sure which ones that people would want to use for theirs. I recommend having, so here, hold on. I'll show you what I did.
Share screen.
I'm going to write this down because
I'll put this in the email today so that you guys have access to, but I put all of these videos into a Google Drive folder that you can download because you want to upload them into your Thinkific site organically. I really recommend 3 videos. The first one is should be you, and it should be you telling your story. It shouldn't be my story because I'm different than you. The other 2 videos.
No, you're not different than me.
Yeah, if you want to use the other 2 videos, that's fine. So like I have, which videos do I have in? I have, I didn't put my story one in. So I have my story. Then I have this one here that says what we do as coaches. So you'd be more than welcome to use that. And then I have this one, which is getting started. I do have the, which I can also add the gratitude project in there as well. So there's 4 videos and it takes 35 minutes to go through. And that's it. And then what you do, and yeah, it takes some time to like put it together for sure. But what happens is you have the chance to like send someone somewhere all the time. Right?
Well, I hear what you're saying. So step 1 is create our own website.
Yes.
And how did you create your website? Did
That's
you use
I use Thinkific.
Oh, Thinkific is for your website.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the website.
Okay.
So this is.
So Tamara, all we do is we can use your, because I know I'm like Margot, like kind of new to this stuff, but we can kind of
like
follow
dumb?
your, no, I didn't say that. We can follow what you did, like copy this basically, put in our own video and then a couple of the other ones and just create it coming from us. Yeah. It doesn't have to look, different than yours.
Can you see this, the influencer information session? So this is what my course looks like. It's super simple. So there's a welcome. We're so excited. Where are you from? They actually comment on it. There's no picture there. Then they go to video number 1, which is our story. So there's my video with a little bit of a write-up underneath. The only thing with it is you need to make sure that every single one you click on this, make this a free preview lesson, because Thinkific itself will ask you to create an account, and then I didn't have to put credit card information in, but it is a place that people use to build courses, right? So that's where you need to make sure that that free thing is clicked on, because that makes it free for them to check it out and for you to use. So on every single one, I had to turn it on. Video number 2, what we do is coaches. So again, another small write-up, and again, free. Then I hit before we continue, I have 2 questions for them. I forget what the questions are, but they were super simple. Then I have, I put this highlight thing in, which is 4 minutes, and it was because I did this on my stories. I wouldn't recommend doing it, it's fine. The gratitude project, which I will upload into the Google Drive so that you all have access to. Video number 3, income potential and how to get started. So there's this where they actually comment those things, and then before they sign off, there was 1 question about whether or not they had gone through. That's it. And then you publish it, and you get like a link that you send them.
And is Thinkific, do you pay a fee for Thinkific? No. Or do you? No?
I haven't paid a single cent for it.
I've only created 1 website, and it was for the Here for Kids Expo, and it was through Wix. But
yeah, Wix, I've done Wix too, but there's no way of tracking. Like my actual website is on Wix. Our Free to Be Girls is on Wix. And I love Wix, but there's no way of tracking what people have seen. This actually, when someone registers, because they have to register for it, they have to create a free account. It gives you an email where you're like, so-and-so registered for your course.
So you know what's going on.
That you can follow up with them and be like, hey, I see you registered for the course. How many videos have you gone through? But I can actually see, I'm pretty sure I can see who has signed up and how far along. Like Look at all these people have signed up for my course. Nobody's paid a single thing for it. You know?
And how many have any turned into coaches, or are you just still connecting?
We're still, yeah, we just started. So it's not like it's.
Yeah, I see that.
Right? It's not.
And so then when you, okay, so you create your website through Thinkific. So right now you have two websites. You have a Wix website and you have a Thinkific website, or you've deleted your Wix website?
Oh no, I use my Wix website, but I use my Wix website. I would not do that. You don't
do a Wix.
website.
Nobody looks at websites nowadays anymore, Margot. Nobody.
I have my website
so
for different reasons. That's where I'm going to do, like, write my blogs. That's where my email marketing comes from. That's not this. That's fluff work. That was fun for me to put together, and that's where I have the Empower Squad training. That's where I have the Emerald training, the Diamond training. Like, it's all on the website, but you don't need to do that.
So you think that's not so don't do that, just do the Thinkific website?
The website, my Free to Be Girls website, is fluff work.
It's not going
to move my business forward. It's not going to be replace my inviting. It's not going to replace any of that.
No, I understand that, but I do like
do the Thinkific course. Don't do
but there are people that ask those questions about the money. So, but put that in the Thinkific course. Put
what do you mean the money?
They ask how they can make money and what do they have to do and how do they get to bronze.
Both those videos are in those two last videos. What we do every day as coaches and how to get started. It's there. I talk about how we make money.
When it's where? Sorry, it's in the
Google Drive. So if you want to use those videos.
Oh, okay. So yeah, and I'm saying what I'm saying is, in the Thinkific questionnaire website or whatever we want to call this, we can put in there how to make money and that you need to be Emerald or whatever. Because I guess what I'm thinking is for people that are brand new to it, Ashley, maybe these two other ladies, they'll say to me, okay, what do I need to do first? How do I get to, like, how do I start making
Thinkific website?
That'll be
right.
That's in your coach welcome email, and that's them following along with their new coach checklist.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's totally separate. All my Thinkific is a sneak peek. That's it.
Right.
What is coaching?
And then once they are signed up, then we go to the welcome email and other videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would work on this. So I use this video, the IG sneak peek. I did put the other ones in case you guys wanted them. Because how we used to do the sneak peeks was video 1, welcome, video 2, what we do, video 3, perks, video 4, training, video 5, income and types of coaches, and video 6, getting started. So I put those there in case that's how you want to run your Thinkific. Mine doesn't have those though. Mine has my story, then this what we do as coaches, and then this getting started. That's it. Okay, and that's
okay. And we'll be able to find these videos.
And I'll put them in the email, the link to this Google Drive.
Okay.
Because you do have to download the videos to your computer and then actually upload them into Thinkific.
Okay.
So I would work on that, and I would make sure you have a new coach checklist so that they know. Right? Because when a new coach gets started, or even a new client gets started, even though they don't all do it, which doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Hold on, where did you go? I didn't want that. I wanted this here. So all I send now to a new coach is my welcome email with 2 things attached. The first one is this step-by-step fit guide, because we need to be our best clients. Okay, so I tell them, like, This is, gather your supplies. Here's your equipment. Familiarize yourself. So I have some links to actual YouTube videos in here and where they find the step-by-step on our website. Because I do, I'm not saying that down the road you shouldn't have a website, but you guys can use ours. It's already there, right? So you can send them to our website and they can go through the Fit Club videos where it's like how to pick a program, how to get the app. And I'll have to change that after because of bod groups. What is your why? Their goal setting, what to eat and how much. I have some of the samples in this calculating their containers because they don't get this book anymore unless they get 21 Day Fix.
Or they get UPF, which is another other than something dollars.
Yeah, they don't get this calculation factor. Okay, so you're gonna have you're welcome. Like this is all this one is Canva. So all you would need to do would be to change your picture and this little write up here. You're welcome to have a copy of it where you just publish it as a PDF. It has all of the taking pictures, information. So extra information on, Shakeology, and I just put these pictures in because I wanted them to know there are additional resources, but I find that when I send the additional resources, it just feels like overwhelm. So a new client only gets this. A new coach gets this and this new coach checklist, right? Where they then go through this, find their why, some basics, and then there's an actual part 1, where they would check off these forms, part 2. And I have pictures of the documents and the app and things like that in this checklist. Those are the 3 things I think you should have. Is you should have a website to send people to that are interested in coaching. So that would be Thinkific. And you should have a welcome for new clients and a checklist for new coaches. That's it. Because then your new coach is really if my new coach now says to me, okay, I don't know what to do next. Well, what part are you on in the checklist? Right? And what checklist? The one I sent in your welcome email, right? I provided them with everything. It was funny. We were on a call yesterday with a friend of ours who just signed up as a coach last month. And she was she's a teacher at a university. She does criminology and something else. So she teaches at a local university here. And she said her course outline is 10 pages long. And her students are always why is your course outline so long? She said, because you can't come back to me and tell me that I didn't give you all the information you needed for the course.
And I'm right? We're going to use that for our coaches.
So as much as my email is super short and simple, because I know people look at an email and are holy shit, I don't know. The actual package has everything they need in it. Everything. Because then I can say to them, where are you in the new coach checklist? Oh, what new coach? The one I sent you in your welcome package. Right? Yeah. And that puts the onus on them to actually start going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I remember that.
Does that help?
Yes.
Yeah. So those would be the only 3 things. And then if Ashley is feeling okay, I would like some more information, then send her to the Emerald training on our website.
Yeah, I did that. I think she's on this call, but I don't know. She's quiet.
It's Ashley Brown who's on.
Oh, okay.
It's Ashley that's on, not Ash.
Not Ash. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. No, I did send her to the Emerald, or I sent her the link to your Emerald training video. Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually took notes of Angie's, the one that they just did, the Emerald training, because I'll probably download all the videos and upload them into YouTube and put them in the website as the trainings, because there were some really good, just simple things in there that people can do. And I liked that the videos were shorter. I didn't feel like we were sitting on a call it's one of the things that kills me about team calls. I don't want to be on a team call for an hour and a half. I just don't. I'm done after 25, 30 minutes. Brain.
Yeah. And that was, sorry, who, Angie did that? Belmont?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the +2 party that just happened.
Yeah.
So, so I have all of the, like I saved who talked and what they talked about, and I'll probably download the videos.
Would it be
Okay.
worthwhile, Tamara, to kind of do the same thing because it's so important to push people into that emerald setting? Would it be worthwhile to make a thinkific of those coaching and be like, for them to go to the next course and be like, this is how you get your 2.
Yeah,
This is
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. That would be an easy way to do it, is to
Yeah.
just build another course. And yeah.
Because those courses are so nice. You can watch where they're going through and check up on people and
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like I made more sense, Margot, in what a new coach or what a new
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I know it's like you're repeating yourself a million times. I get that because I do it in my own job all the time. But I guess when you're sort of, for me, I can't speak for everybody, but I have this full-time job, of course, and then I'm trying to do this, and I really want to succeed at this. I want to see how far I can go with it. And sometimes I don't know, you might be talking about a topic, but you're in the middle, like I'm thinking, okay, how did you start that? How did you what did you do? What did you push on your computer screen to make it start? Like, and I'm not as computer savvy and technical. And so, but I know I need to learn. And so it's sort of like, okay, let's start with like literally the basics. You turn on your computer, you go to www.thinkific.com and you
Can I make a
and it
suggestion?
says,
Can I just make a suggestion? One of the things I think might be good for both Margot and I, because I feel your pain too, Margot. I feel like because there's so many trainings and we have just a wealth of information from Tamara, from the Empower Squad. If you go on Angie's, like there is so much. There's a lot of different groups. I get myself overwhelmed, and I find I sometimes can be paralyzed because there's so much, which is not a bad thing. It's just figuring out. I don't have your issue of a full-time job. I almost have too much time on my hands, which makes me just feel like I don't know. So I'm wondering if both Margot and I need to do is maybe you and I should have a call, or anybody else that feels kind of in this place, and write down all the steps that we think we need to be taking and check them off, that we have them in our head correctly. And maybe once we have that list written, we could send it to Tamara and Clarissa and say, are we missing a step here? And that might help us just go, or do we have all the kind of the pieces in the puzzle to make sure we're not skipping an important kind of step to get this done? Because I do think there's a lot of steps and they're all there. Like Tamara, you guys have done a phenomenal job and you are amazing leaders, and I wouldn't ask for anything more from you guys. But I know for me that just seems like there's just Thinkific and then the fit step club and all those things that might be good for us to go, oh, I've got someone interested, need to do this. Oh, they're going to sign up, we need to send them this. Now they're signed up, they're going to, like having those steps in our head as a checklist, because I know I'm starting to try and do that with clients that sign up, going, first send them this, okay, then send them this. So I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. That's all
I think that's a good point, but I also personally, if there's a way that I could have my Mac here open, or my iPad, or whatever's easiest to do these things, and maybe we do like a virtual workshop where we've all got our Macs open or our laptops open, and Tamara, maybe you're saying, okay, go to Thinkific. I know this sounds really childish, but go to thinkific.com.
Yeah, but why don't we do that, and we can book a time, and I'll build the Emerald course while you guys build your website.
Yeah, and we can ask you questions. Right? That, oh, Tamara, this came up as...
actually download the videos, because it does take me
forever
sometimes. So I can do that. I can download the videos tomorrow.
And then
I'll build the Emerald course as you guys are building your website. So your job
is to make
my story video.
Right.
Okay? That's your job.
That's your homework.
And I will send you, they should be under 10 minutes. because the reason I got that is because all of the top coaches that I was watching that were doing Instagram information sessions, right? So they were saying, if you keep your videos under 10 minutes, people will actually watch them. If they're longer than that, they won't watch them. So it was like IGTV video is 10 minutes. I do believe I have our story video on YouTube, so I can just send you so that you can hear. Why did you get into coaching? Why did you, what do you love about it? What's your story? What's your vision for like where you're going with this? Because they need to know who you are, right? So that's your job. You need to make a My Story video so that you can then take the video that's there that says what we do as coaches and use how to get started and income and types of coaches is all in one video. I go over it all, right? I even talked about the tax benefit of coaching, running your own business and how you can write everything off. Like I even brought that component into the video. So I talk about it all in those videos, but you need to have you in there, right?
No, I agree.
So
Take a look.
Realistically, can we say that everyone is going to have their My Story video done? What's a realistic time frame?
I have a suggestion.
I'll download the videos.
Why don't we do like the game instead of the game night? Instead of the game night is wine night and building a site next Saturday.
Yeah,
like 5
that sounds
o'clock.
good.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the. Hang on a sec. There might be some. Oh, they're going to the drive-in. I might be going to a drive-in. I don't know, but I'd rather do this actually. So we'll see. The video that I did do that hopefully you'll watch after this is kind of my story, but there might be pieces of it like that you might, when you watch, like obviously it'll go into this coaching group thing, but when you watch, maybe say you touched on these 3 points, Margot, but you might want to touch on two
just
more.
Smile because Ashley has to go.
Oh,
smile. Okay, happy Easter, Ash. We love you. Okay,
anyway,
go ahead.
Just watch, if you could watch that video.
Yes, I will. As soon as we hang up, I'll watch it.
And let me know what points I may have missed, because I do I like your, like you do a ton of videos, but they're topical. Like you have topics, and whereas I'm sort of saying all of it in one. But yeah, the tax thing, that's a benefit. Like there's so many pieces.
Margot?
Yes.
I think you are thinking that you need to say more things than you just need to talk about just your story. Yeah. How coaching has impacted you. You don't have to talk about all the taxes and all that kind of stuff. Okay.
No, I agree.
All of that. So Jasmine, you actually put your video in the folder.
Yeah, I just put it in there. So if anybody,
and I think that's cool. Then everyone, like if people want to put other people's story in, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So watch Jasmine's, and I'll send my my like our story video on that because I uploaded it on YouTube.
And then Angie, think about your story. Clarissa signed me up. She made me sign up.
And then she took me to Summit.
And she had made me buy the tickets to go to Summit. So I met everyone. My story.
Mm-hmm. So next weekend we can do that. I mean, we can do Friday or Saturday. It doesn't really matter to me. With wine and building.
I guess in quarantine we could do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Well, I wanted to actually give you some time to do the video.
Yeah, so that's why I would give you like that.
You're on
timeline.
mute. Angie, you're muted.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, you weren't. Oh, that was weird. I couldn't hear what you said. I saw you talking, but.
I know. That's why you talk with your hands. But let me check my schedule.
Okay.
Yes. Maybe because I think tomorrow I'm in the kitchen and today I'm in the bedroom. So.
Yeah, it's tough, hey?
Oh my goodness.
I'm going on a house tour.
You're in the bedroom, Angie?
Huh?
I'm laughing. You're in the bedroom?
Yeah. It's a mess.
She's working on all the rooms, right? Tell this
At least you're not in the hotel room anymore.
But this is where I'm supposed to work out, but I can't work out because there's.
Yeah, you need to put shit away.
I legitimately have no room to work out unless I work out in the kitchen. But doesn't quite work out. Now, curiosity, when you're talking about your story, how far back are you going?
I talk about my abuse as a kid and how I, struggled with self-worth my whole life and felt like I had to cross all my T's and dot all my I's and do the things, and then found myself in a place where I'm like, really, this is life? I drive kids around, I grocery shop, I do laundry, and I'm basically a non-paid maid. Right?
Never went on vacation.
But that also had to do with my lack of self-worth. Max, I gotta say, your skin is looking amazing there.
Where?
Are you wearing a bra?
It's like this close-up of your hand. It was like this.
Sorry. I'm trying. My skin is so not looking amazing.
I'm totally
We're teasing you. Yeah,
One
so
thing-
whatever you think, Angie, that's like that would be helpful for someone. Yeah, and then you just like add it up.
Yeah.
But I feel like I still don't have like a success story yet.
But it's helping you to be accountable.
So far, if it
So far.
continues. No, because it's a yo-yo. I do like, look, when I did the 21-day fix and when I did it on the Caribbean, I went down so much, and then shit happened. And
But there is no ship. There is no crew bar now. No $1.20 wine anymore. No.
One
it's called my sister.
Yeah. So then you have to like hashtag take a little break from your sisters. It's at least for you to do the ultimate reset. Because you have like a big potential and have an amazing transformation with that. You have your package already.
And that's what I told you. It's like if I can't get this amazing transformation during this time when I legitimately have officially out of a job, have literally my contract's gone, have nothing to look forward to, nothing. If I don't get a transformation now, then I was never meant to get a transformation, I guess.
No, you are. You're gonna be a successful coach.
When are you gonna start the ultimate reset? I'll do it with you.
It's literally right there.
Yeah, so was mine. Mine was right there too. So
it's in the closet.
It's in the closet.
Right
So
there.
tomorrow, girls?
No, I need some more time to wrap my head around
There you go.
what I'm eating.
Yeah, no. Right now, I'm doing really good with the to be mindset. It's really like gotten
Helping you.
It's really gotten into my head. Plus, right now, I just went grocery shopping, so I feel like to be mindset, you have to like get rid of the food that you have and just kind of start new. So I don't know. And I also just started more of a curiosity and just trying to look for kind of as much help as I can get. So I started doing the diet bet with Brianne Freeman, Joe's wife. So I'm in the diet bet and I've been looking at her stuff, and she has a lot of interesting factors too, but she's a lot like muscle. I don't think I want to be all muscly, but you get a piece of everybody, and her and Joel, they know what they're doing. So
Yeah. What if we aim for like the 27th?
that's a very specific number.
Well, it's 2 weeks.
Oh, it's a Monday.
It's 2 weeks from now. So, and we could always change it, but I'm just thinking in terms of like letting you adjust to being home and doing the diet bet and the Chubby mindset and grocery shopping.
Plus, it's a Monday. People don't, they have the weekend and then they start the diets on Monday.
No,
think about it, and
I don't know. I can't think about it. I can do it on the 27th.
27th?
Yeah.
Okay.
And one thing to talk about for your story is you don't feel like you've had a success story, but how is your mindset since you don't have those jobs and stuff, but you have this to look forward to. You have you can put your complete well-being first during this time, and you can choose to do that because of this team that is available to you. If you didn't have this team, you couldn't do that. You'd be sitting at home and having nothing to look forward to at all, like most other people.
Jasmine, you nailed.
Mic drop.
Nailed.
Jasmine is amazing. Jasmine is who I want to be when I grow up.
No, but it's true. It's
so true.
It's keeping that accountability that when you try to keep accountability online, like, you know, I at the beginning of this year, I did IGTV stories. It's called Angie's Bad Life Choices, and every single day I was making videos, and
That's awesome.
I had to stop because I traveled, because I went to Australia, because I went to Bali, and I wasn't in the same place more than once, and it was just, I was on vacation, so my mindset was like, okay, and like, I think I gained like 7 pounds on that vacation, and I'm just like, okay, and
So talk about it. That's awesome, because other people are in your spot where they are gonna gain 7 pounds when they're on thing and be like, yeah, what? I gained 7 pounds, and guess what? I have this amazing team to turn back to lose that 7 pounds. No big deal.
there you go. No, you're 100% right. I'm just scared shitless. That's all, I guess, because I'm afraid to fail.
Well, who cares? You can't fail if you don't start.
That's
You
There
can't
you
succeed
go.
if you don't start.
There you go. I guess these two should be success partners.
No, but it's true. It's true.
And with this system, you won't fail. I'm sorry, you won't fail with this system. If you push play, drink your fucking shakes, and do the work, you're not gonna fail.
Go now.
There's millions of people that have not failed and have done amazing with this.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I will.
You're not gonna be the one who fails, especially not with this team around you.
I know you all kick my ass.
No, it's not about kicking your ass. It's about being there for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's total family.
No, but sometimes it's, everybody works differently.
Yeah.
And sometimes for me, it can be that tough love.
Oh, for sure.
It's, for me, like, I don't wake up during one digits. I wake up now at like 11, 12 o'clock. Sometimes I don't even get out of bed until like 1 a.m. But then after, like, I choose to be productive or not productive. But so far it's going good. I'm trying to do the intermittent fasting again, which I did before, which really helped me before as well. So I just say I do the intermittent fasting because it gives me an excuse not to wake up before 9 a.m. So if I'm not getting out of bed until like it's 12, it's almost 1 a.m. I haven't eaten.
Yeah.
I haven't had breakfast. I'm fine. I've already drank an entire thing of water and refilled it.
Yeah.
So it's like putting the two things. So might as well get something out of it. I don't know. But no, I'm the kind of person, it's like, it's the 27th is a good date because it gives me like a focus where I'm like, okay, so the fridge is done. I got to reorganize the kitchen. I need to reorganize that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it, but it gives me sometimes having somebody else to be like, it's like having somebody else to go work out with.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
But we're here for you, Angie. We want to see you succeed.
Yeah, 100%.
Max, are you working out today?
No, I got too much. It's Simone's birthday. I got a lot going on.
Yeah. I was
I've
actually
got
thinking of taking
a family call at 11, and I got to try and get a run in later.
Okay.
So I'm going to be adios as of now.
Yeah.
I got cakes to make and, you know.
One thing I wanted to say to Max and Margot is the fact is, if you guys ever have trouble with like the computer stuff or whatever, just throw it in the group message. Be like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing here? And then there's like a million of us or whatever, enough of us that can be like, oh, hey, I can help you right now.
Absolutely.
I feel like I overload Tamara because she's that computer whiz. So I think it'd be nice to kind of be able to spread the
Exactly.
the
So drop
questions
it in
out
that group
amongst.
area.
Yeah,
Spread the annoying questions to others.
They're not annoying questions. No one
they're
thinks
not
that
annoying.
except for you. You're the only
They're
one who
not
thinks that,
annoying.
Margot.
I just think that we're constantly loading Tamara down,
You guys
and
do so much in the chat with the three of us though that you half the time I don't even need to do anything. So
okay. So I also have a question.
I just added her
We have
to the
so many WhatsApp groups. I'm confused what all the different WhatsApp groups we should be like. What's the difference between them all?
So the
Who's in what versus
freshman
what?
one
I'll be right
is
back.
Just new coaches. I wouldn't even use the elite one, honestly.
Okay, so if we want Ashley to be part of, because I know she's disappeared, if we have a question, are we better to then just put the question into the free to be
The freshman free to be.
Fresh rather than, so maybe Margot, you and I should both be just sending those questions there. And then it's not just Tamara that's getting them, I'm getting them, and Ashley's getting them, and everybody else that's in it might have the answer. Whoever gets to the answer quicker. I think that would take off a little pressure off of Tamara.
I don't feel pressure, just so you know.
I know, but you have a lot you're trying to do too.
That's why I wanted the chats, was because I feel like people often have a question that someone else also has the same question. And
if we're not available, then whoever gets first the answer, then at least they're like, okay, I got my answer.
And one of the cool things about WhatsApp that you can do too is that you can star the messages. So like you can go and a message so that when you're looking back through the chat, you can just go to the starred messages. And so maybe there was a cool picture that you liked, or there was someone posted something in there that was really cool. You can actually star it. And then in the settings of it, you can go back to it easier. You're not scrolling all the way through.
Can I have a suggestion? And tell me it's a dumb suggestion. I just thought I'd put out there. I'm like scrolling through the group, and we've got lots of power hours. I wonder if we should have a WhatsApp group just to put power hour links in, rather than all in. And I just feel like it just gets quite kind of like busy with all the different, because they take up so much room. I don't know. Never mind. It was just a thought. That's just my brain.
I can even just write power hour happening now. The links are always the same. What if I put it in?
Why don't we then? Why don't you put the link in, like, just I don't know. Never mind. Just carry on.
No, I'm just wondering. I think I can do like a.
I think it's great to put, yes, power hour starting, but maybe there's just this, because I know Margot said that the other day, like trying to find, where's the link? I just go to your most recent weekly check-in and get the link off of that.
Yeah, so if you go up to the top of it and you click on the freshman free to be, and then you go to media, links, and docs. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll put like maybe in the docs or the links, I'll put something in there that just has the team hangout and the power hour link. And that's it.
That's a good idea. That's perfect.
People just go to that media and you just go there.
I didn't know that had that.
Either up at the top. Well, that's where, and then you can find like starred messages there. I don't actually have any starred messages on this chat, but I definitely do. You can search the chat too. Like you can type something in to search. So if you're like, someone mentioned something about, UPF or To Be Mindset or whatever, you can search and it'll come up. That's why I really like using WhatsApp. You can't do that in a Facebook message.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I think if you put that link up there and as a link, then it's a really quick.
So then it's always up there, and then people can reference it super easy. Because
it's always the same.
The links.
I get lost too, Max. If I'm watching the calls from my room and I was like, okay, where's the link again? I have to to send me again. So I totally get it.
So I'll put them in there so that everyone has it. And then all I'll write is power hour now. And so that it's just those words. There's no link attached to it. So
no.
Massive message.
Yeah.
Now or hangout now. Right?
Yeah. I think that would be great. Because I just feel like it just takes up a lot of
it does. For sure.
Eyeball space.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, here's a question. So power hour is everybody getting on a call or a Zoom, but we're all working?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
so we're not talking.
So you're like people.
We're not what?
We're not talking.
Not really. I usually put music on, but not that you can't talk. The thing is, like, sometimes questions come up. I'm finding right now that for me to do this, I spend one day doing invites, one day doing follow-ups, one day doing invites, one day doing follow-ups.
That's a good idea.
I can't do it all in one day. It's just too much. So on my invite day, I do more. I'll do like 40 minutes of inviting, 45 minutes of inviting, because I didn't do any the day before.
And so an invite. So how do you invite? What do you do?
I go to, it depends. Sometimes I do it on Instagram. Sometimes I do it on Facebook. I go to any sort of call to action that I've done and I invite from that call to action. That would be the first thing. So whether it's in my story or it's in my actual post that I did a call to action, I would go there. Then what I would do after that is I would go to people watching my stories. And sometimes I'll send them an invite to an info session because I'm like, have you ever thought about doing what we're doing? Because I think you'd be an amazing coach. Or I send a message that says, not sure if you saw, but my team is hosting a boot camp starting blah, blah, blah. Are you looking to add fitness to your life? That's it.
Or are you working on any health and fitness goals?
Okay, so that's your invite. So you don't have a conversation really? You say, hey.
I don't want to do small talk.
Thank you for watching our story. Voting on our story.
I'm not going to small talk you in person. Like, I'm going to actually be like, how are you? Are you good? Like, we're not going to just shoot the shit about the weather. That's not.
Yeah, I shoot too much shit about the weather. That's my problem. I have a conversation with people for days and days and days and don't get to.
And then I just now say, so you came to mind today because we chatted in the past about coaching. This is what's keeping me sane, healthy, and employed. Are you open to joining the next info session to refresh your memory? That's been my message to people that I've been chatting with before. I don't even I say, how you holding up in all this chaos? But unless there's someone who I know, I know this lady that was pregnant, I'm not going to just send her that message. I'm going to ask her how she's feeling, right?
Yeah.
Someone whose mom was really sick, or, obviously I pay attention to the conversation, but for the most part, 80% of the time, it's just a boom invite.
It's what kind of invite are you too? Because there's two different kind of invites. There's the fluff and there's the direct. I'm a direct. I don't want to know whatever. Maybe was I fluff or direct? I don't know, Tamara. You would have to say that, I guess. But now I would want to be direct. I want the direct information.
No, you definitely were direct. You just took a long time to come around to even talking to me. Every once in a while, I would get a message from you that would be once every week later I'd get the reply. Because I know also that you weren't on Facebook very much, but it was because of where you were in life.
Yeah.
So, and you would share snippets of what you were going through, and then I would, I remember offering you a book.
Yeah, it sent me Rise Strong. So, but so I guess it depends what you are. Margot, if you are a fluffy invite, if you need to be fluffed up and be this is what we have to offer and do, or is it just this is what it is, cut and dry kind of thing?
Yeah, I know. I want to do that.
I actually think, Margot, that you should just one day try it, hop on a power hour with us, and those people that would be a good coach, just send them a message saying, I know that you would love this, and this is why I know this. Are you open to chatting with me more? Because I feel like you definitely tend to beat around the bush. It's you want to butter them up, you want them to love it, and you want them to, and then you're I don't know what to do now, but they know you. It's not people, it's generally not people that have no connection with you, and to just have you say, I think you would love this, and this is why I love it, and I would really love to share with you what we do and why I love it so much.
And they really need to hear it now because, like you said, they're out of a job. You're not offering them, not you're trying to scam them or something. You're offering them a way that they can make money.
A sign income.
Yeah. They don't know when they're going to go back to work. You think gyms are going to be the first thing to open up? No, they're not for a long time.
They're not opening.
And even if you're not going to go with the challenge pack, Max and Margot, Angie just got a friend, and just by signing up on board, it's $45.54 for the whole year that you get the commission.
Yeah, because you get 40% for
40% commission. It's really good.
I know.
It's $50 on your pocket.
So I know you got to go. Max has to go, so we'll all sign off now.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna maybe do a stretch later. So
all right.
Have a good one, everybody. Thank you so much.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.